I'm Robin.
I'm Julie.
We're two mamas who love inspiring healthy living.
After facing family health challenges and seeing how natural solutions transformed our lives, we are determined to help other mamas thrive, not just survive.
What if feeling awesome every day is possible for you and your family?
Come along with us on our natural journey.
All right. Hi, I'm Robin.
I'm Julie.
Welcome to our podcast.
Helping mamas thrive.
Hey, this is either the last one of 2023 or the first one of 2024.
Right.
It depends when I publish this.
I think it's the first one of 2024.
Okay. That's when this is it. This is it. And the title is New Year, New You.
Yeah. I think that everyone loves that at the beginning of the year. And then as time goes on, people wane. They're like, oh yeah, all the new workout clothes, the new shoes, the new regimen, the new schedule, the new gym membership, or whatever.
Right.
And it's like, no.
I just got a flashback from you talking about this last year.
Yeah,
Did we do a class like that?
probably.
I think we have a course.
Oh yeah, we do have a course.
Is it called? What is it called?
I forgot.
Can you get it? We need to look at that.
I can look at it. I'm on our website right now.
Okay.
I could look at it.
So,
Hold on. Oh, please.
I'm
Oh,
not
just
really
keep
into-
talking.
yes, I'm not really into New Year's resolutions because they're really not sustainable. I don't think it's posted. I think we had it.
That's crazy. Why is it not on here?
I don't remember how we did
The
all
course?
like
Oh wait, I know how to find
we
it.
recorded it in Longwood, and that was it the one that was the so windy time.
Yes, it was.
Okay, you guys,
So we
this
ended
is what happened. This is what happened. I left Universal, and Julie and I agreed that we were going to teach together. Okay. Then Julie decided that she didn't want to teach in person. She wanted to try these online courses. So we did a very low tech recording series. We did 4 courses.
Yeah.
Special needs course took a million years.
Yes.
And they had different modules. We didn't have a lot of people interested in buying the courses. They're amazing.
They are amazing. But because we didn't have, I think, the funnel to get people to see them. But it was super funny because we literally one time we were trying to record and we walked all over the park and trying to find a quiet spot. It's like didn't exist and people would come along and be like, oh well, it's just it's
Or like there'd be a fire truck or
right.
some other natural, like something like a bird and
Yeah.
the wind.
Yeah,
There
the
was one time
wind.
It was
So
crazy.
we're just trying to keep it real here, just trying to do what we can to get all the good information out.
Yeah.
It's very important to inform people of all
Right.
the stuff.
So this is before so we did those, and then Julie, I kept teaching in person, and then Julie, why are you going?
I got the title.
Okay, and then pause just 1 second. Julie came to the conclusion that she wanted to teach with me again in person.
Yeah.
This was a great day for me because it's more fun to teach with her.
Yeah.
And I was teaching them the whole time.
Ditto.
But it's just more fun, and we say different things, and we resonate with. I mean, people like both of us, but some people resonate better with one of us or the other,
Yeah.
for whatever more in common or whatever. And so it's just fun to teach together.
We laugh a lot, as anyone who's been to our classes can attest to.
That's true. And imagine if we worked by ourselves.
Should we have a microphone right now?
Yes. But I thought I wasn't
But
sure.
we have to make sure that we speak into them. We can't do this. We can't go back and forth.
Okay.
So
So-
while we plug that in, the title of our course is called Reboot Your Life.
Yes, that was good.
It's such a great title.
So back to my story. We started. I'm just gonna hold it. How many people watch it on YouTube? Okay. This way we'll remember.
That's true.
So once Julie decided that she was going to teach in person, we were doing that. And then I don't remember what happened, but we decided to open a business. I was already
A brick and mortar.
I was already certified in muscle testing.
Yeah.
And then you became certified
Mhm.
and we opened a business. We decided to open a business before you got certified, right?
I think so.
Because what? Yeah.
Yeah.
I got certified. Then then we said, we're opening a business.
Yeah.
Then Julie got certified.
Yep.
Now we're both triple certified
Yep.
and we have a brick and mortar.
Yes. And you're certified in emotion code, and you are a certified natural holistic
Holistic
health
healthcare
practitioner. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of those things.
All of those things.
So cool.
Quantum 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
And when people say, why are you not using your business skills? We are. That's why we
Yes.
kick ass. Literally are doing so great. I just am proud. You created the logo. It's so nice.
Yeah.
And remember, we were on vacation
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, it was your birthday.
Yeah,
And,
that's right.
and I was like, do you want to like not work on your birthday? She's like, this is exactly what I want to be doing. And
That's right.
we sat on the porch
Yeah.
of the beach and talked about the logo. Because I was like, are you sure you want to work? She's like,
Right.
yes, that's what I want to do.
All of those things. If you really are intentional about manifesting these things in your life, it is possible, but you just have to start somewhere. So if you want to be healthy, you have to start somewhere. And it's so much more fun and effective if you are with a team, if you have someone you're accountable to. If you do it on your own, you're not accountable to anyone. I wouldn't do anything. I would be like, but you have to be accountable to somebody. And so that's what we do. We'd love to go with people on their journey, help them along.
We love
show
helping
them
people.
the different ways, guide them.
Right. So even though we haven't, we've only been in a business since June, we've been using essential oils for 8 years. And we've been helping people through that, and now this is just a whole new level. I mean, I've seen great results with my clients for At the Living Tree. And as far as manifesting, I agree because that's how we started this podcast. Remember at my table in my kitchen. Yep. And Julie, what like on Julie's bucket list was she wanted to create a podcast. Yeah. And I was like, we're creating one today. Right. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, right now.
We're just doing it.
We're just doing it.
Y'all, I had gotten the book. I had written it down. I had all these things. I was like, I need to get the right microphone. We still don't have the right microphone.
No.
But anyway, I have to get all of these things in order and so I can start that. But no.
Robin was like,
we're starting.
We're
right
starting
now, today.
Doesn't have to be.
So it is possible with your health to do that too. You don't have to have all these things in a row. There's never going to be a perfect schedule. Life is never going to get easier.
And you're never going to have enough money, enough time, just the same reasons for everything. Right. And that's why we love our mantra, pick one thing, master it, move on to the next thing, because that is the sustainable way. Right. Yeah. And so, my very first change was peanut butter. And some people know the story already, but I just decided, and I don't even know why, because this was so long ago. It was like 15 or 16 years ago. I was just like, I think I need to be able to pronounce the ingredients of my peanut butter. I don't know why this came to me. And I was like, okay, so peanuts, oil, and salt. And then I went to dinner with Julie and I told her.
And my head exploded.
You were like, read the ingredients?
It's like, where are those listed? Where did you find them? She's like, you turn the jar around and you look at it.
Yeah. Like, what? Yep. And so I just, I worked on that and then I mastered it. And then I moved on to microwave popcorn. That was my number 2 change. Ooh, I was reading the other day about the chemicals in that. You know,
That's
they pop that stuff at Jonathan's school. Like kids eat it.
oh,
If you guys are eating microwave popcorn, please do not do that.
this is your wake up call. This
Please.
was you were destined to listen to this podcast just for that reason.
We used to sneak it into the movie theater in our 20s.
Yeah, we used to eat that. It's horrible.
We
Like
really
it
did
is.
eat
It
it.
is a chemical.
We thought it was
toxic
healthy.
disaster. Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
We did. We thought it was healthy. So, but my point is this: pick something that's easy
Right.
and master it,
Yes.
and then move on.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's why we've come up with such a great way of walking people through and of the 4 things that you should balance in your life.
Right. So, we are not necessarily advocating the whole New Year's resolution idea, except for like a mindset. Do you want to be healthier? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Are you happy with your symptoms? How is your energy? How is your mood?
How's your sleep?
How is your digestion? Do you have normal headaches?
Mhm.
Like, think about these things. A lot of things are common. And we were talking about this earlier. They're common, but that doesn't mean they're normal. And if Julie and I feel the slightest off, we are like, oh my God, we could do this, we could do this, we could do this. We are not settling for anything. We are not settling for crud. And even emotionally, like I've gone through a lot emotionally the past few years. I mean, you too. You have other, it's interesting. Our lives are different, but same. Like we have a lot of trauma in different ways, different stressors, but still going through a lot, right? So it's been a transformative time, like a lot of people the past few years, right? Lots of emotions. And I am not willing to have cancer and other diseases because I'm going to work on those emotions,
Right.
And there are so many ways to do that. And we're not really talking about that today, but just if that's something that you want to work on, that's totally legit and valuable for your health. Because emotions manifest physically. You can talk to a talking doctor or counselor. You can work on emotion code with me if you want to. There's other really cool things to do with emotions, essential oils. There's a lot of great ones that support emotions. In fact, funny story, one of the oily classes that my friend and I went to with your group, this was like, I don't know. It was around when I first was getting divorced, so maybe 7 years ago. And there's this scanner called the Itovi. It's a biometric scanner, and my friend had used it for her, and it was indicating that she had digestive issues, and people were using it, and it identifies like some of their issues. I'm like, well, what's my issue? I don't have digestive issues. Excuse me, I don't have this, I don't have that. And it scanned for all these emotions, and I'm like, oh my goodness. This is before the whole forgiveness thing. This was like, this was on the way to the Royal Heritage Center that I had this epiphany. Yeah. And it was like, oh my gosh, that's me, emotions. And that's when I started diffusing emotional oils at night. It's good. The transformation, acceptance, release. Those are all really good essential oils.
Those are amazing.
So I'm like, that's my thing. It's the emotions.
Yeah. Oh, that's so huge.
I know. All right, so let's start. So we have a program. It's called the New Year, New You. And we have 2 different things going on. We have a challenge and we have a special.
Right.
So let's talk about what we're doing in January 1st, and then we'll end with the special.
Perfect.
That makes sense, right? All right. So do you want to talk? Because I'm kind of talking.
Sure. So it's a 5-week challenge, which don't get intimidated by that length of time because we do break it up. Each week is,
and it's free.
Oh yes, totally free.
And you don't even really have to commit to us. You just have to watch our videos on our Facebook page. It's a Facebook business page called Wellness with Robin and Julie.
Yep.
So a 5-week challenge. And again, we want you to pick one thing, master it, move on to the next. So we picked 5 categories. You're going to pick one thing in that category that's sort of easy for you and master it. And then just for ease of use, we pick different categories. But in life, this is a great way that we both
Yeah.
do things, right?
Absolutely. So we do start off the whole thing with it's called the food audit. And food is foundational. Like that is the basis of everything. Everything that we do here to rebalance the body is based on natural food supplements.
I mean, people don't want to hear this. So, and I
about
think,
food.
yes. So the food audit, like everything we put in our mouth is either going to give us health or disease, right? And so this is hard. This is a paradigm shift. This is like, oh my gosh, food can affect me positively or negatively. I have a client because when you work with us, we give you educational sheets each week. And there's a lot of like epiphanies that happen. Like, oh, when I put this garbage in me, I noticed I was cranky. I noticed I had bathroom issues. I noticed this and that. And so, yes, food is number one. And people don't want to talk about it. Yesterday I was watching a podcast. Well, it was a Facebook Live, not podcast, but I was watching it. And there's some stats on there about how many people eat at McDonald's. I oh my gosh. You have to watch it. I'll show you. I need to
Make me cry.
yes. It's really
That's so sad.
it is. In my mind, people don't eat there anymore.
Right. Yeah, right. I'm shocked they're not out of business. In my brain.
I wouldn't like if somebody was like, you have to eat this or nothing, I would eat nothing.
Yeah.
Probably.
100%.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know some Juice Plus people who bought hamburger and French fries and they have it for 10 years and it doesn't decompose.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Right.
Disgusting.
But here's the thing about food that I didn't realize. And before I had candida and was forced to change my diet, I did not realize, number one, how much I thought I ate healthy, how much sugar I was intaking every single day. And I didn't realize that my taste buds could actually change when you detox from sugar. And I mean, you get the slightest amount of sweet and you're like, whoa. But when you're in that toxic soup, like you can't imagine how wonderful food can be and how amazing you can feel from eating.
I want to talk about this forever and we have a class on this. So each topic is a class each week. So the first class is January 9th and it's called the Food Audit. It's at 6:30. And I want to go into this so much more. Because like sugar, I know. Sugar is addictive. We need to talk about all this stuff about sugar and the food. But you know what? You never give yourself credit when you had candida. You did have a choice. You're saying you were forced to do this. You could have taken medicine.
Yeah.
You could have handled it much easier, but you had to stop even taking Juice Plus and fruit.
Yep.
Do you want to tell people what candida is?
Oh, candida is an overgrowth of yeast in your system. So if you have a yeast infection, 98% of yeast infections are candida. If you have thrush, that is also a form of candida. So basically, it is the precursor. Candida is precursor for cancer and autoimmune diseases. So it opens up the gateway because it takes the junctions in your gut and it pulls them apart. You have these holes in your lining, and then all kinds of proteins and weird things start getting out in the bloodstream.
That's called leaky gut.
Yep.
And that's very common in the autism community and yeast. And the reason you don't want that is the food. A, you're not absorbing the food, the nutrients that you're eating.
Yes.
And B, what do you want those proteins floating around your bloodstream for? They're not welcome. But a lot of us have leaky gut. We should get that stat for that class.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay. Yep.
Oh my God, we really could
I
spend
know.
so much
We
time on
could.
this.
Okay.
But we're not going to do that.
Yep.
Okay. But if you're interested, so that's the food audit. It's Tuesday, January 9th at 6:30 p.m. If you're not local, you can watch at Facebook Live at our Facebook page, Wellness with Robin and Julie. But we would love to have you live.
We love
live people and we'll get free gifts.
Yep.
Oh, what will they be? All right. So number 2. Okay. That's not it.
Oh.
Well, that's just our regular.
Oh, that's right. It is. Okay. What's the next one then?
Take chemicals.
Kick chemicals to the curb, which is awesome. I also didn't know I was living in a toxic soup because I used all the like regular stuff, all the laundry detergents, all the cleaners, all the everything. Um, personal care products. I didn't know. I
Right.
didn't know.
I didn't, none of us knew, but funny enough, when I was growing up, I had to use scent-free things. I could only use one kind of detergent, whisk. I could only use one toothpaste. Like my body was very sensitive. Well, now I understand I needed a lot of gut healing, but back then we didn't understand that.
Right.
So chemicals. So week 1 is the food. Week 2 is chemicals.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about all the toxic chemicals in our life. Just pick one thing again. That's all you have to do. You may have so many chemicals in your life. Pick a lotion, pick a soap, pick a laundry detergent. What you always say, the laundry
Yeah,
is
the
most
laundry is
toxic.
most toxic. Yeah.
Oh, you need to see my new washer and dryer.
Oh, that's so exciting.
But you're part of the reason I got a new one.
Mhm.
Because you told me, because I was telling you that my laundry smelled.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, my washer didn't take the water out. Now my clothes do not smell.
I know, isn't that crazy? So cool.
Oh my gosh. All right. So week 3 is moving.
Oh, I like to move it, move it. Robin came up with that title.
No, isn't that funny?
It is so great.
So Tuesday, 6:30, 1:23. Oh, no, that our chemical class is at 4 p.m., not 6:30.
Oh, that's right. On the 16th. Okay.
So if you can't make that time live or on Facebook, you can watch it.
Yep.
Okay. So the exercise one, you want to talk about that for a second?
Oh, yeah. So if we do not move our bodies, we cannot detox. Like our lymph system only works if we move our bodies. So it's very important to move it. It also, gets us stronger. We gain endurance, cardiovascularly. We benefit from it. We benefit from our brain, our hormones, like every system, our mood.
I love the oxygenation of it. Like I just feel so good, and breathing feels so good after. Right?
As you always say, you never regret working out like afterwards. You're like, man, thank goodness I did that.
Because it feels so fab.
Yeah. It's so good. So this one, we're going to make it, first of all, we're going to emphasize the importance of it, but we're also going to give tips and ideas on how to work things into your schedule. Like if you're a person that brushes their teeth, and you have 2 minutes on your teeth.
And you have 2 minutes. Everybody that watches this.
And you have 2 minutes and you're just standing there, or like I used to do before I thought about this, like sit down on something. Oh no, you better be stretching, you better be moving. So we're gonna have practical, fun tips to get people to move. And it's always great to move with people.
I love that. Even when I get gas, I like to do my heels stretch.
Oh yeah, right.
See, there's always a ledge.
Yes, you're going to take advantage of that.
I was probably like, what the heck is she doing?
I love it. So all kinds of fun things that we'll introduce on there.
I love you said that. Okay. So week 4, sleep.
Oh boy.
People. This is I need help with this one. But we can't think. We can't act well without sleep. But the biggest thing that is really underestimated is our organs recover while we sleep.
Yes.
Right. So if you're waking up at the same time every night, please come work with us because we can figure out why, help your body figure out why, give extra support to that organ. I have a couple clients who I figured that out. And a lot of people say, oh, it's because I had to go to the bathroom. But that's not really true. Like, yeah, you wake up and go to the bathroom. That's not why you woke up.
Right. Yeah.
Like we're all pretty much potty trained and can wait.
Yeah.
Like I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying like that's not usually the reason.
Right.
A lot
But
of
people
times,
use that as a reason.
right. But a lot of times it's adrenals, the stress, or we can test. Like I had a client who woke up the same time every night was their lungs, and it ended up being an emotion. It was grief. It was grief. So we can ask your body those questions. That's what's so great about muscle testing.
So that's going to be really cool. That is on January 30th, 2024. If you're listening to this podcast, like way in the future. So we are talking
Oh.
about the year 2024. And that one is at 6:30. Access it via the Facebook page, Wellness with Rob and Julie, or come live.
One day when we are like have more technical, like more professional sound and stuff, we're gonna watch it back and we're gonna laugh at ourselves. Because look at my hair, it's ridiculous. And then the light,
I don't know. Yeah.
but we have it. If you look at last year's videos, we at least we press the button correctly now.
This is true. And you know where to look.
Well, it's like a year, but we're good. Now we have new challenges.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. And then there's the 5th week, which is not in January.
Mhm.
What is that? What is that one?
Oh, that one is.
Oh, what we drink.
It's astounding that the amount of people I talk to that I'm like, so how much water do you drink a day? And I'm like, glass, maybe. Like, it's wild. And I was like, well, what else are you drinking? And it's like, the typical coffee. Well, I drink all my water and coffee. It's like, no, that doesn't equate. Or juice or sports drinks. Sports drinks, right? Like all these things that people think are, well, that's how I'm getting hydrated. So I'm good. And so we're going to clear up all that stuff when it comes to what you drink because it's imperative. We're mostly water. Like I tell your favorite saying.
This is my favorite saying. We want our cells to be like grapes, not raisins.
Yeah.
So that if you picture that, because a lot of people, especially people who are not active, they're not drinking enough either. And they think that they are not going to be in pain. But that's unreasonable when you think of raisins like working, right? But if think about grapes working, like they're just, you can just visually understand what's happening in our body, right?
Yeah.
You can't not be in pain if you're not hydrated. And there's other things like constipation. There's other ailments that happen from not being hydrated. But we're not going to just talk about hydration. We're going to talk about the other drinks and what they do to your body and how much water we need. You can make it so fun.
Yes.
My 16-year-old client, she got like a water bottle. I told her she had to drink half her ounce, half your body weight in ounces. And she, ever since, loves water now. She drinks. She wasn't drinking. She was drinking 0 water. And now she's drinking exactly. She's like, I can't get enough of it. I love it.
I was in my car and I had to go somewhere 40 minutes away and I forgot my water bottle. Called home. I indeed left it at home. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I can make it. I'm not sure.
So here's a tip. You got to go to Starbucks because their water is triple filtered and you do have minerals. So it's fine. Like you will remineralize at home later.
Yeah.
But if you're out and you need good water, you can get some Starbucks water.
That's so smart.
That's what I do. I mean, I pack, like even yesterday, I didn't pack enough. I had 3 water bottles for my endeavors yesterday and not enough.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough. I had to get some Starbucks water.
And your body will acclimate. If you're like, oh no, I would go to the bathroom all the time. No, your body starts acclimating. The more water that you intake, your cells really do absorb and they hold that. And it's just like, it's amazing. So,
if you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. That's not like the first, like you should have already had water if you're feeling thirsty.
Yeah. Yep.
But all right. So 5 weeks of goodness.
Yay.
If you want to join us, you can just follow us on our page. There's no commitment. There's just like, hey, participate with us. We would love for you to comment. We would love to know what you pick.
Yeah.
A lot of people have RSVP'd for different classes so far, so that will be fun. And then our special is really good. I don't know.
It's really good. I don't know what you were thinking either, because when I looked at this, like again, I had seen it and it's beautiful creative. You're not staring at it right now, but it is on our website. And Robin did beautiful creative.
Thank you.
And the New Year specials start with 20% off an initial muscle test.
It's basically it's $79.20. And because our regular price is $99.
Yeah.
So it ends up being $79.20. That is ridiculous. I don't know what I was thinking. Why that Julie was like, sounds great. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Anyway, it's now through January 15th to purchase it. You just have to visit by the end of the month.
Mhm.
And that can be virtual. It doesn't have to be in person.
Exactly. So any out of towners, or people that just don't have time to come in. Yeah.
But this isn't, so our initial consult is amazing.
Yeah.
It's a 2-session consult
Yeah.
where we talk about your background, your health concerns, your symptoms. We muscle test you. And then the second part is we talk about what our reported findings is, like what glands and organs are out of balance, why. People are usually shocked by this.
Yes.
The reason why, like heavy metals, we get lots of heavy metals, lots of chemicals,
Mhm.
lots of mold,
Mhm.
lots of stress.
Yeah.
Those are probably the top 4 right now, I would
Mhm.
say.
Mhm.
But there are other reasons. There's emotions. Some people need to go get a chiropractic adjustment.
Mhm.
Some people need to work on their emotions. Like we ask the question and we find the answer.
Yep.
It's really cool. So I encourage you, if you're thinking about,
Mhm.
I have a symptom,
Yeah.
or you've been to the lots of doctors
Yeah.
and nobody can find out.
Nobody can figure it out. Yes.
Yes,
Exactly.
I know.
Your body has the answers.
We can find that
We're
out.
like the translators.
Yep.
It's really fun. We love it. For sure.
Secondly, emotion code pass for $200.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
$40 savings.
Yeah. It's a pack of 3. Do you want to tell them what emotion code is?
Yeah, so Robin is the one certified in emotion code, and basically we process emotions all the time, but sometimes we do get emotions trapped. And this is uses muscle testing, and it's a very fast way of just releasing specific trapped emotions that are tied to an instant.
It's so cool because like you don't have to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's really like the easy button for
It
emotions,
is.
right?
Yeah, it is.
I
Seriously.
love finding inherited emotions. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, Robin gets so excited when there's something that comes up. She does emotion code on me, and I'm so blessed and grateful. But it's hilarious when you find something, you're like, oh, this is so exciting.
Yeah, the inherited because I've gone. My highest was 8 generations.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
It's so fun to figure out.
Love it.
But people really find relief from it.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
do. You feel lighter. You feel, I mean, I had physical symptoms that went away when you did motion code on me. So just so amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, 10% off memberships. That's like a huge savings.
I know that was so once you get the consult, if you want to work with us, it's called a membership.
Mhm.
And it's a 12-week membership because we want you to work with us at least 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Most people it's going to take longer than 12 weeks. I probably shouldn't say that.
Mhm.
But most people are detoxing. It takes a while. It didn't take us one day to get where we are.
Years and years and years.
Years and years. So it takes time to peel like the onion, like we say, we're an onion and we're peeling back the layers.
Yeah.
So there's different levels of membership and different options.
Mhm.
So 10% off any of them.
Yep.
That is crazy good.
That's super cool.
So if you're interested in any of those, you can email us at office at thelivingtree.com, or you can go to our website and just book something.
Yeah.
And our website is
at thelivingtree.com.
Julie doesn't like to say www.
She says it's unnecessary.
It is. Nobody does it anymore. Everyone
Except for
knows
me.
we're on the World Wide Web now.
I'm telling you.
People, I don't know. I don't know why. All right. So, any parting thoughts?
No, that's it. We hope you join us for the challenge because we do learn from each other. And so the more people that we have in the challenge that are interacting, the more fun it is, the more ideas that are generated because we need to work together as a team.
Yeah. And if you don't feel like you can do the 5 weeks, that's totally fine. You can just pick one thing. There are people who are coming to individual classes. It's not required that you come to all 5.
Right.
Whatever interests you, but we do have this 5-week challenge where you can be with us.
Yes.
Right. Or
Can't
you can
wait.
always become a client and then you're really with us.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's it. If
That's
you
it.
like this podcast, please like it
Yeah.
and share it.
Yeah.
Right. And Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe. And if you want to support our show, give us a 5-star rating.
To learn more about our practice, visit athelivingtree.com.